Hello, Patch. We haven't seen you for a week. How are you doing? Are you doing okay? And here's Dad. Dad's doing fine. What have you got in your hand, Dad?
Replacement antenna.
That's right. We're going to work on the car today, and this day is the day we're replacing this broken antenna that doesn't go up and down with one that goes up and down every time I pull it up or pull it down. So I've had enough of the electric antennas. Now I'm ready for one that's exceptionally reliable. So Dad's got an idea. We're having some trouble with this. It's got to be fairly, so we're trying to pull the antenna wire through the firewall behind these fans. It's very difficult to do, and not sure that we can do it, but we're going to give it a try. This is very much like when I was a child and Dad would have me help in the garage. Very much like that. We've determined that we can push the rope, which now the problem is the antenna's in the wrong spot. We should have put the antenna in first and then done this. Yeah. All right, well, we're on our way. We've at least got a theory that it will work. So tell me, Dad, what was your co-worker's name, your friend?
Earl Masterson.
Earl Masterson's. At where did he work?
At Univac. He was one of the several superb engineers that I worked with there who had no degrees from any school of engineering. And Earl was in charge of such things as the development of the 130 column high-speed printer, which produced in our labs 1,200 pages a minute.
Wow.
1,200 pages a minute with 6 copies.
Wow, that's a lot of carbon.
That's a lot of paper.
That's 13 pieces, isn't it? Or at least 11.
Yeah.
1 plus 10, yeah, 11 pieces. Wow.
And the biggest problem was folding the paper when it came out. And the guys at the engineers were having all kinds of problems with that. Couldn't get it to happen. You turn the thing on and it'd fill the room full of paper to fly around.
But it wouldn't fold.
But, one of the draftsmen kept saying, I know how to fix that. And they kept making these machines that did this and that and the other thing, trying to make the paperwork. Finally, on Easter Sunday of that year, John Presper-Eckert invited the technician to come in to work and show him what he had in mind. The technician came in with a ball of bead chain, pretty heavy stuff, and a ball of string. And he cut off these 3-foot pieces of the bead chain and put about 10 of them across the back of the printer and turned it on. And you know what? The bead chain came flying up and banged down and folded the paper, and they couldn't make it not work.
So, but he was the one who also
copied that.
Well, and so did quite a few others, I think. I've seen those on the IBM 1403 Nancy 1 printers. But here's my question for you. Now we're going to try to push a rope, is that correct?
And Earl Masterson's general principle, mechanical engineering principle, you can't push with a rope.
That's right. Well, we're going to try to push with a wire, which is not as easy
a little stiffer,
or as likely to be successful. But I've already cut my hand on the saw that was in the bucket of tools. So Dad's pointed out to me a few tools that I need to have. What do you think I still need to have?
Well,
wire cutters?
Wire cutters and surely a few different sizes of files and shapes.
A rat tail file, don't have one of those. Yeah. It's a lot of things that are missing.
A file wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Sure, flat mill file and a rat tail file. All right, let's see if we can get this to work. Dad says don't get carried away just because it worked once. Okay, we ready? 4 inches to go and then I have it. Get that a lot too. Feel the tape. Oh, success! We got it through. All right. Just that part of it.
Pardon?
Tell that part of it. What's the rule?
Oh yeah, the rule. The major mechanical engineering rule is that you cannot push with a rope. But you can kind of push a little bit with a stiff wire.
And I didn't know that rule, and so we pushed with a rope, and it worked. And now the wire is hooked up to the antenna the way it should be, and it's in the car, and I now have an antenna that I can raise up and lower down. Wonderful. So thanks, Dad. That was one of the items on my what to do on hiatus list.
My first helpful suggestion to him was roll up your sleeves.
That's right.
White sleeves, and he's got his arms stuffed up into the wheel well of a car.
You know, it's great to have your dad here to help you with engineering and car mechanical stuff. Thanks, Dad.